YouTube channel. This is Peter Palmiotti of Human Art Studio. And this is day 13 of my Inktober pieces. Inktober is, it's done in October, but I'm still uploading these videos and will be until I'm done with day 31. So, still a ways to go. But this is day 13, and I gotta say, it came out kind of cool. It's one of my more favorite pieces, just because it's got a lot going on. It's not perfect. Um, Anatomy is I still gotta learn, but did my best. I really fussed with this piece. Um, Gotta say it was a difficult piece to get it to where I wanted it to go, and this is sort of a lesson of never give up on anything. Um, you know, well, the shining example to me is it's nearing the end of January 2015, and I should have really had these up in October, but regardless, I got a lot going on. For anybody who has been following me, uh, juggling a lot of work at the moment, doing new sketch cards, new art, um, putting this out and uploading, being part of working hangouts as well as artist hangouts that I host here and there. Uh, I'm a moderator on the Artcasters group on Facebook, as well as mostly the 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 person who mostly hosted all the hangouts on G Plus, as well as doing my own show, Studio Synergy, um, which I sort of developed years ago, and it's moving forward. Um, what else? What else? Yeah, I got a lot of comic work I want to do, and this is, this will all be collected. This meaning what you see before you into a book called Bobby B-Boy. And there is a reason for that I call it that, in case you were wondering. And these pieces were challenging. I recorded them day in and day out back when. I should have just did it the other way. There's a way to just record on YouTube, but it wouldn't have been speeded up. It would have been a lot of long videos of me either being very quiet or rambling. I knew, I know, like I was still recovering from 100 days of making comics, trying to get other work done, and yeah, I'm sure it would have been a pretty disaster. So, you know, as it is, it is much later. But so yeah, I remember like I watched a little bit of a video to recall, but the mom, I wasn't getting her exactly right, and uh, still not 100% happy with it, but it's much better than it could have been. Um, sort of knew where I wanted both their heads to be, and sort of fudged her in. And the perspectives is a little difficult to, get it just right without her like hovering over his face. I wanted to show both their faces, but I think I captured it pretty good. And I put a lot of textures in it. Uh, not exactly the right textures. Like, I don't know. Um, but all in all, in the final piece, it looks pretty good, and essentially the story goes that previous to this, Bobby was talking to his parents in the kitchen about an encounter with some boys from school who wanted to start a fight, and he was like, "No, I pass," kind of thing, and sort of told his parents about his dream to be a space ranger. Uh, and his father just broke out into laughter, and here is a little bit later his mom saying, don't worry, Bobby, your father's kooky. Um, I believe in you, and um, dream your dream. Uh, Whatever it is you want to do, that is, what you should go for. And don't let anyone stop you, not other people, not us, your parents, not your friends, and especially not yourself. If you really want to go for something, go for it. Give it 110% and follow your dream, because you never know what could happen. Um, the worst thing to do is to really want something and then just not do anything about it. So here it is. She's putting him to sleep. you know, I'm gonna script this comic later, and I don't know if I'm gonna put uh, any of that in there, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, it was I don't want to go over, but it was a difficult piece for me to hatch out uh, in the penciling stage, getting the figure of the mom just right. Um, I know like he's pretty much like as he should have been. I've laid down as a little boy myself plenty of times, and super tight covers, so he can only squeeze his hands out of the covers. But that's kind of a little funny to me, at least. Um, but yeah, then during the inking stage, it was sort of just building on different textures and feathering and adding more darkness around them. I really wanted a bit of a spotlight, and like the pillow to the left of him, his right, um, I felt was before I finished it off, it was getting a little leathery looking, and so I put a lot more black in that area and some cross hatching to get it away from looking like leather, because that's not how a pillow should look. Um, and then I just left the other side loosely feathered, and I think it works because it's like blackness between their two faces, and they're really they should be really connected. Um, but yeah, you know, as a artist, I feel like I'm really growing, from doing this and doing these 31 pieces. It was definitely a good challenge for me to go through. I haven't completed a comic. I've attempted a couple of times, and I got some webcomics, you know, that I'm going to get back to after I'm through with this. Um, but I got a lot to learn, and I know, it's I might do another one of like this maybe in 6 months. Maybe I won't wait for October. I said previously that I'd join the next October and do it right, like post it on the day and all that. But maybe I'll do another sort of mini comic. Uh, this is a regular size comic. When once I get it done. Um, but you know, the more I feel like I start work on and finish stuff, the more I feel I've learned. Um, and that's the only way to learn. And if you want to do something, then do it. Don't just dream it. Um, Accomplish it. So I really hope you're enjoying these. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. YouTube.com/user/Peter Palmiotti. Um, I really love making these videos, and I hope I can do an even better job coming up. Um, and like I said, I plan to do as many this year as I possibly can, because that's the only way I'm going to learn. Um, it's got to become second nature. So that's my challenge to myself this year, and I'm doing new sketch cards. I'm posting stuff on Facebook and DeviantArt, and eventually I'll post them in my store. I got to catch up on all that. But thanks for watching. Coming up is the finished piece, pencils erased and all that. So thank you. See you tomorrow.